Hello, welcome back to Play Dainty. This week we're going to be playing Chapter 12 of The Crown and the Flame Book 1. Last week when we left off, Kenna and her group were trying to make their way through the Labyrinth maze, and Dominic had just found another person from, I'm going to call it his tribe, that Marco is trying to use as a weapon. So let's find out what happens here. So Chapter 12's description says, while Kenna navigates the labyrinth's deadly traps, Marco and Hex prepare their own trap for her at Stormhold Castle. Alright, Chapter 12, The Labyrinth. Now playing as Kenna. You and your companions are in the Technocrats Labyrinth with Whitlock, a boy you've just met outside the maze. You walk through uneven sand, the metal walls tower above you, the warm wind ruffles your hair. I wonder why all these words are in red. Maybe we ought to remember them. Uneven sand, metal walls, warm wind. Well, the door is sealed behind us. There's no turning back now. Onward it is. Remember, everyone, be careful of traps. Puzzles. They're puzzles, not traps. Not really, anyway, from what I've heard. The Technocrats value logic above all else, so presumably to pass through their maze, you'd have to be, well, logical. The five of you turn into a long hallway. These passages all look the same. How do we know we haven't been here before? I don't think we have. Look, no footprints in the sand. See, Val, we're making progress. You continued forward. Perfectly flat sand, tall metal walls, and warm wind blowing. Now you keep highlighting those words in red. That's odd. I was just thinking the same thing. There's something strange about the wind. Well, sand, walls, or wind. I'm going to say wind because if there's tall walls, then there shouldn't be wind blowing. Sorry, Kenneth, but I was actually referring to the sand. It's perfectly flat, as though someone or something smoothed it. Ow. Guess I was wrong. What would that mean? You take another step forward, and your foot sinks down in the sand. You hear a click. The doors at both ends of the corridor slam shut, and the walls begin to close in. We've set off a trap. We'll be crushed. Don't panic. There must be a way out of this. What do? Scale the walls? If we just get to the top, we'll be safe. You try to climb the wall, but can't find any purchase in the smooth metal. It's no use. Look, there's nothing on the walls to grab onto. Whoever designed this trap made sure no one could climb out. Then we need to try something else. Try to open the door. Leon, help me with this door. Raiden, Whitlock, go try the other one. You and Leon grab the bottom edge of the door, struggling to lift it. Blast! This damn thing won't move an inch. This one is stuck too. We can't get it open. Jam the walls open? I didn't choose very well there, did I? Digging through the sand, you find a long metal rod caked with rust. Bring it here, quickly. You and Leon brace the rod between the walls. As they continue to close, the rod bends, then breaks in half. Well, that didn't work. Okay, I guess I'll examine the walls. Don't just stand there. Help me with this door. There's something we're missing. There has to be some way to... There, that panel looks like it opens. You run to one of the walls, prying open the panel to reveal a mass of gears and pistons inside. That must be how we stop it, but we'll have to figure out how the gears are working. There's no time. I have to do something fast. Jam the machinery. You draw your weapon and attempt to jam it into the machinery, but it glances off the metal and is ripped uselessly from your hands. Your sleeve catches between the teeth of the massive gears. Oh shit. Ah! You try desperately to wrench yourself free to no avail. Every second pulls you further into the grinding machinery until finally your entire arm has been crushed. Oh shoot. Kenna. The machinery stops moving and the walls stop closing in. Your companions pull what remains of you out from the metal, but it's too late. Oh crap, did I just die? Okay, we'll restart. I get so good at this logic puzzle here, am I? The doors at both ends of the corridor slam shut and the walls begin to close in. We've set off a trap. We'll be crushed. Don't panic. There must be a way out of this. Let's examine the walls. Don't just stand there. Help me with this door. There's something we're missing. There has to be some way to... There, that panel looks like it opens. You run to one of the walls, prying open the panel to reveal a massive gears and pistons inside. That must be how we stop it, but we'll have to figure out how the gears are working. There's no time. I have to do something. Freeze? Unable to jam the machinery in time, the walls close in on you and your companions until finally... Am I dying again? The last thing you hear is the sound of your own bones snapping like glass between the metal sheets. The panic can't be the right answer. Third time's a charm. The doors at both ends of the corridor slam shut and the walls begin to close in. We've set off a trap. We'll be crushed. Don't panic. There must be a way out of this. Examine the walls. Don't just stand there. Help me with this door. There's something we're missing. There has to be some way to... There, that panel looks like it opens. You run to one of the walls, prying open the panel to reveal a massive gears and pistons inside. That must be how we stop it, but we'll have to figure out how the gears are working. There's no time. I have to do something. Panic. Unable to jam the machinery in time, the walls close in on you and your companions. What the heck? Until finally... The last thing you hear is the sound of your own bones snapping like glass between the metal sheets. So, what am I supposed to do here? The doors at both ends of the corridor slam shut and the walls begin to close in. We've set off a trap. We'll be crushed. Don't panic. There must be a way out of this. I mean, we've literally done everything. Don't just stand there. Help me with this door. There's something we're missing. There has to be some way to... There, that panel looks like it opens. You run to one of the walls, prying open the panel to reveal a massive gears and pistons inside. There, that must be how we stop it, but we'll have to figure out how the gears are working. There's no time. I have to do something fast. We'll try jamming it again. Maybe because we have more time, it'll work this time. You draw your weapon and ram it in the machinery with all your might. That sounds different than the first time. Ram! With a horrible screech, the walls slowly grind to a halt and both doors slide open. Okay, finally, we're out of that circle. Wow, that seemed to have worked. Excellent work, Kenna. Thank you. Finally. That was quick thinking, Kenna. Maybe not how I would have done it, but I can't argue with the results. You yank your weapon free of the mangled gears. Let's keep moving. I don't trust these blasted doors to stay open. Wait, what's this? There's an inscription on the wall here next to the door. What's it say? I'm as light as a feather, but no matter how strong, no one can hold me for long. Huh. Light as a feather, but no matter how strong, no one can hold me for long. So it's something slippery? Why leave that here inside a deadly trap? To guard it. This text must be important somehow. Another puzzle, perhaps? I don't know about you, but I'm not used to puzzles trying to kill me. We're going to make it through this place. We've got to. Now playing as Dominic. A few days after Hex arrives at Stormholt, you and Rose hide in the shadows of the courtyard while Hex's cannon is paraded out. At last, it's complete. I've never seen a cannon like that. How do you suppose it works? I've got a bad feeling we're about to find out. Bring the prisoner. 2 guards unlock Say's cage and drag her over to the cannon. Rah! Say struggles against her guards, smashing one in the helmet with her manacles. Ah, you little... The guard knees Say in the stomach. Irk. Those bastards. You feel your hands growing hot as rage wells inside you. I need to control the fire. You clench your fist, willing yourself to be calm. Dom, are you okay? You're not going to, It's alright, Rose. I'm in control. Over in the courtyard, the 2 guards remove Say's manacles and quickly lock her hands inside the cannon barrel. Huh. Now I think it's time for a little demonstration, I thought you would never ask. Where is our guest of honor? Bartel emerges from the castle. Behind him walks the soldier bound in chains, escorted by several guards. Oh no, it's Duncan, the former weapons master. He's the one Hex replaced. Bartel chains the man to the wall of the courtyard. Comfortable? Don't worry, you won't have to stand here for long. Please, there's been a mistake. Those weapons were my best work, I swear it. I think I'm going to be sick. He made weapons for Prince Marco. He deserves what he gets, but nobody deserves this. He's just doing his job. Nobody deserves this. Even criminals deserve better than this. How can they watch this? How can they enjoy it? Duncan struggles against his bonds. My prince, I beg of you, have mercy. Sire, don't you find this a bit distasteful? This man served you loyally for many years. Thought you were made of sterner stuff, Helene. Years of adequate service don't change the fact that he failed me. Hex, show all these people the price of failure. Fire. Now, if you please, you're ruining my drama. I will ruin you. I'm sorry, what was that? It couldn't possibly have been a threat, could it? Because if you remember, I know exactly where to find your idyllic little village. And I had the means to turn your home and everyone you love into a bloody smear on the mountainside, down to the last child. Blue flames begin to ripple down Say's arms. Machinery hums to life, growing louder as the cannon feeds on Say's power. With a deafening roar, a huge blue fireball explodes from the end of the cannon. No! Duncan's screams are silenced as the fireball hits, leaving nothing but a charred black wall behind. Magnificent, milady. You are an artist. Flatterer. It's perfect. That run of a queen won't know what hit her. Did you see that? We have to do something about this. You're right, but we can't talk here. Let's go. Well, maybe they should go save the village. Relocate them. You and Rose leave the courtyard and hurry to your room. I can't believe it. There's someone else like me, with my power over fire. And that's not all. We have the same brand. If we both share this fire brand, and we both have the ability to wield fire, we must be connected. She knows something about where I come from. She can help me control the flames. I know it. This is my chance to learn who I truly am, where I come from. We've got to break her out. Rose reaches out and squeezes your hand. I understand, Dom, and I'm with you. Even if Say didn't share your powers, I couldn't bear to see someone mistreated so. Besides, freeing her is going to be the key to taking the castle. Agreed. That cannon would obliterate an army. If Kenna's going to have any chance of retaking Stormholt, we have to make sure Marco can't use it. Just then, the door to your room swings open and Tristan storms in. I saw you in the courtyard. I heard you plotting just now. Tristan, I heard what you were doing. Whatever plan you come up with, it's not going to work. You've seen what that weapon can do. There's no way Kenna's army can stand against it, much less the three of us. All we can do is keep our heads down and survive. That's what a coward would say, Tristan. It's what Mother always said, and we never listened. Look where that got us. I'm not going to just stand by while horrible things happen. Don't be stupid, Rose. You're not doing this. I won't let you. I don't care what you think you want to do. You're both acting like fools. I know you're just trying to protect your family, but you have to let Rose live her own life. Oh, so I should just let you two throw your lives away? I should respect your decision to die for nothing? I'd rather die trying to make a difference than cringe and tiptoe around a cruel tyrant until he decides to kill me on a whim. That's dying for nothing. Rose, get out. Tristan's face flushes bright red. You'll regret this, I swear it. Oh God, that's not good. He leaves, slamming the door behind him. I can't believe I did that. Look at me, I'm shaking. You were amazing. Did you really mean it? Every word, Dom. I can't believe Tristan said those things to me. Rose, do you want me to punch him for you? No, why would she want that? I know he didn't mean it. He's just scared. The second one. I've never seen Tristan like this before. He's usually so impulsive and reckless, always ready to follow you anywhere. I don't think he ever truly realized how dangerous it was to work against Prince Marco. It must be hard for Tristan. Our mother's gone, and he's scared he's going to lose me too. But even so, I'm not going to let him hold me back anymore, and you shouldn't either. From now on, we're going to do what we want, no matter what Tristan thinks. Rose smiles at you, a blush rising in her cheeks as her eyes linger on yours. Well, I want to stay the night to get some rest. I don't think staying the night's going to further the plot very much, except for the romance part, but let's go ahead and find out what happens. Love struck. Rose feels closer to you. I was hoping you would say that. Rose takes a step toward you, reaching up to drape her arms around your neck. So, now that we're alone, what should we do next? I should kiss her or hug her? Kiss her, obviously. You bend down to meet Rose's lips with your own. Rose pulls herself against you, deepening the kiss. A while later, your lips part with a sigh, and Rose smiles up at you. Moments like this, I can almost forget that we're in the middle of a war. I know what you mean. It's like the world outside this room doesn't exist. Why did that get us 5+5 army? Dom, do you think if King Luther hadn't conquered the 5 kingdoms and you never had to pretend to be a servant, would you have ever noticed me? Rose, of course I would have noticed you. That doesn't matter, we're here now. She doesn't want to hear the second answer. You really think so? I know so. I was drawn to you the moment we crossed paths. I couldn't possibly overlook you. Rose looks away, blushing. She tucks a stray strand of hair behind her ear. Hush, I'm not as beautiful as all that. You are, though. As beautiful as the flower you're named for, and more. So corny. Rose sits down on your bed, one hand idly smoothing the woven blankets. So much has happened these past couple years. So much has changed. I never thought I was the kind of person who'd defy royalty or stage a daring nighttime rescue. Funny, I remember one night when you snuck out to rescue a half-empty bottle of wine from the pantry. Shut it. You're the one who dared me to. I'm just a braver person when you're around, Dom. I don't know if I've ever thanked you for that. Rose reaches out, clasping your hand in hers. You know, Rose, if you'd like to thank me, there's no need to thank me. Oh, he's gonna be flirtatious. If you'd like to thank me, I can think of one or two ways. So can I. Rose leans into you. Her lips are warm against yours. Dominic, I love you. She kisses you again, pulling you down onto the soft mattress. They always cut away at the good part. Now playing as Kenna, you and your companions continue through the twisting passageways of the labyrinth. So much rust on these walls. How long has this labyrinth been here? Judging by the level of oxidation, taking into account the low moisture environment, I'd estimate a century, maybe even 2, depending on the exact alloy covering these walls. Impossible. 20 years ago, no one had even heard of the technocrats. How could they have stayed hidden so long? Someone would have found them. It's not so hard to disappear if you know what you're doing, and they had an entire desert to disappear into. So much machinery, I can't even begin to guess what most of it is for. Like that gear, up there on the wall, what do you suppose those symbols mean? Examine the gear. I'm gonna guess north, east, south, and west. They don't belong to any language I know of, but someone put them there for a reason. Val reaches up and tugs on the gear. That's a good idea. Not. Don't tell me you're trying to steal that. Just seeing how securely it's attached. Very, actually. Val slaps the gear and it spins counterclockwise. I say we move on. Everything in this maze is trying to kill us in some way or another. No point in waiting around for it. Look at the gear again. Sure, why not? Counterclockwise. So that would be this way. So WPSK. WPSK. You reach a place where 3 paths meet. At the entrance to each, you see a symbol etched into the wall. We should choose... Well, that one isn't a symbol, so we won't pick that one. It's either W or K. Let's try W. I hope we don't die. Come on, it's this way. You sound awfully confident. I think I've got this thing figured out. Lead the way. As you reach a second crossroads, you see a new set of symbols. I think we should go with P. WPSK. I think this is the right path. Agreed? You sure we aren't going in circles? Have some faith. You reach the third crossroads, marked with more symbols. WPS, so it should be S. The next symbol should be S. You lead your companions down the corridor. I believe you've solved the puzzle. We're not out of the maze yet. You approach the fourth crossroads. I think we should pick the K. Prestige. Woo. Follow me. If I'm right, this should be the last one. And if you're wrong, we die down here, slowly, from starvation. Then I better not be wrong. You turn the final corner. Looks like we finally made it out. You come face to face with a towering metal door. An array of levers stick out at chest height, and there's a small inscription over them. Your final test awaits. Great. Rather ominous. Anything could be behind that door. Here's hoping it's something I can hit. You examine the levers. They all have letters on the end. There must be a code, some kind of password to open the door. A password? How the hell are we supposed to know what the password is? I have an idea. I bet it has to do with those symbols on the gear, the riddle we found earlier. Oxidation and moisture. Well, we already used the symbols, and I don't think it's oxidation, so the riddle. I bet the answer to the riddle is the password. Dad explained why someone would bother scratching that nonsense into the wall. How'd that thing go? I'm as light as a feather, but no matter how strong, no one can hold me for long. Then the password must be... Great. I'm light as a feather, but no matter how strong, no one can hold me for long. Wind? The levers pop back into their starting positions, but the door remains closed. Crap. Am I gonna have to do this every single... Trying to think of other ideas on what it could be. Air. Power? Something light, but we can't hold it for long. Try breath. Oh. Thank God they gave me the answer. That could have been a real long time. The levers retract and the whole door begins to lower. Yeah, breath isn't light. That's it. Thank you, Raiden. What was that sound? Nothing good, Highness. Definitely not good. Get behind me, all of you, now. The door disappears into the sandy floor, revealing a towering figure standing on the other side. Mechatar instead of a Minotaur. Roar. So now I guess we gotta defeat him. Where's the bear when you need it? Run! Ah, that's the end. Great. You chose to spend the night with Rose. You have beaten the traps, or rather puzzles, of the Technocrats' Labyrinth. Overall progress. None of that's changed. 50, well, whatever, you guys can do this. Alright, we're only 7 shy of the max score here. Alright, so we reached the end of chapter 12, so next time we'll find out how we beat the Mechatar, and how we rescue... What was her name, Steve? Anyway, so the fact that our prestige and flames are over halfway, we've got to be getting close to the end of chapter 1 where the battle is going to take. So join us next time. Thanks for playing today.